I went on my first hike this summer on the island of St. Lucia in the southern Caribbean. I am definitely a late bloomer when it comes to being outside. Even when I was younger, I was never really fond of the outdoors, let alone hiking. In deciding to go on this hike with my husband and a few friends, I became a little nervous. I didn't think that I could do it. I found myself being left behind as I was slowing down on the mountain. I became more and more worried. While this may seem like nothing to you, for me, I honestly didn't think that I could go any farther. This hike became strenuous for me, as I had never done one before. I struggled. I was scared, and I felt like giving up. I knew then that what I needed to do was calculate my steps, focus on my goal, and push myself to succeed. With a backpack on my back and my husband by my side, I was able to hike up the mountain that day. Once we reached the top, a sense of relief and excitement rushed over me. I did it! At the top of the mountain, I overlooked a beautiful scene. You could see the entire island from where we were standing. It was almost as if we were in the clouds watching down at the world around us. I felt like I could do anything. It was that day that I not only overcame this struggle, but I took with me 3 important life lessons. First, I realized that not all paths have been traveled. I was following a hiking trail that day on the mountain, but concluded that while I was going this way, there were other routes that I could have taken. There are always going to be new paths in our lives to be found. These new discoveries can change the course of our lives. Let us strive to find these new paths in life and see where they can take us. Secondly, I learned that I must choose my steps carefully. On that day, I had to choose my steps carefully and intentionally think of where to go next. There were obstacles on that trail and I needed to avoid them. As we watch our steps and choose them wisely, we can avoid harmful obstacles that come into our own paths. We can give this same conscious care to the choices and steps that we take in our lives. Lastly, I realized that I can accomplish much more than I had ever thought. When I felt like giving up, I could have turned around, but I decided to push forward. I persevered. In life, the most important thing that we can do is keep going. As we push ourselves, we can accomplish much more than we had thought. There is a great power in endurance. Our lives are like this mountain, difficult at times with many obstacles. We have these struggles so that we can understand and see our true potential. As we choose new paths, take our steps wisely, and understand our great potential, we can travel farther and accomplish more. Just like that day on the mountain, we can overlook a beautiful scene in our lives. We can see our hard work elevate us to higher ground and make us feel strengthened and confident for our futures. We can truly accomplish anything that we put our minds to.